2.5 years ago, I bought this Lenovo T480 used from eBay and got it running for $500. In this video, I provide a long-term update after using it primarily for work. The 3 biggest issues will be discussed and hopefully fixed, so make sure to keep watching and subscribe for more DIY videos at home. Let's begin. After about 5,500 hours, the laptop overall still works. It powers on and the screen is good. Fingerprint reader is also functioning and the Windows 11 OS has not had to be reinstalled once. Surprising. The first issue is the battery, which is common with older machines. As mentioned in the original video, the external battery was dead. Since then, the internal main battery has also gone bad. Since the laptop is constantly plugged in, I have the charge threshold set to 80%. After 27 minutes unplugged, it suddenly drops from 50% charge to 0, and immediately shuts off without much warning. According to the scan, all other hardware is good, including CPU, memory, and storage. I'm not a fan of aftermarket batteries or counterfeits, which leaves OEM as the only option. The problem is the batteries are often out of stock. At the time of video, I can't even find the external battery on sale on Lenovo or the Encompass parts site. I will replace the internal main battery as it's harder to get to. Second issue, the smart card reader sometimes does not work unless you restart Windows, so I will swap in a spare to see if it helps. In the beginning, one of the Windows 11 driver updates completely killed it, so I had to roll it back. This is the current version I have been running since. Finally, the touchpad is starting to go bad. Sometimes it does not register clicks, and drag to drop sometimes will lag or fail. I will be replacing it with the glass pad from the X1 Extreme. If you do the same, make sure to get the one with the serial number as shown. I was only able to find this from AliExpress. Let's start replacing parts. I showed detailed removal in the last video, so refer back if I missed anything. If you have not already done so, remove the external battery by pulling these 2 tabs and just yanking it out. There are 6 screws in the back, 2 in the center, 4 on the edges. I'm just using appears to be a Phillips 0. The screws won't actually come out, so all you have to do is loosen it. Once all 6 screws are loosened, you could take a hard card and then pry the 2 halves apart. If you have not already done so, now's a good time to ground yourself to prevent ESD, electrostatic discharge, which can damage components inside. The internal battery is in the way of everything else, so we're going to disconnect it here and loosen the 2 screws. I'm going to reinsert these 2 screws so I don't lose them. I'm going to replace the smart card reader first. Lift up that little pin right there, the locking pin. Pull out this cable. Remove the 2 speaker screws. Move the speaker to the side, and then there's 2 screws holding this in place. One here, and one here. On the left is the old drive, on the right is the new one. It looks almost identical. The one on the right comes with a new cable, so I'm just going to change the cable as well. Pull out that little tab, put in the new cable, and then push that tab back in. Make sure the white dotted line is flush. Reinstall is just the reverse. Next, I'm going to replace the touchpad, which is secured by these 4 screws. The stick of memory is in the way, so just loosen the clips on the left and right. Pull out the stick of RAM, put it somewhere safe. Disconnect the data cable here. Lift up that little flip switch. Our locking tab. Lift up and out. Remove the 4 screws. Lift up the laptop and the trackpad comes right out. As before, the old one's on the left, new one is on the right. You can see how worn out the one on the left looks. The one on the right feels pretty smooth. I'm not really sure if this is new or just refurbished, but let's put it in and continue on. While holding in the trackpad, reinsert the 4 screws, just reverse of removal. Make sure you're actually pushing the trackpad in, otherwise the screws will seem like they're not long enough. Before fully tightening down the screws, you can see there's some wiggle. You want to make sure that you center the touchpad before tightening it down for good. Once you have it centered as best as you can, go ahead and tighten the 4 screws behind there. You want to leave the same amount of gap all around. Reconnect the data cable. Reinsert the memory. Finally, the old batteries on the left, new ones on the right. They're slightly different. The old one, part number is 01AV419. It's hard to see there. The new one is 01AV421. There's a tab down here that you must put in first, and then it just falls in place. Before I forget, plug it back in, and then put the 2 screws back. Finally, pop the cover back on. Before screwing the bottom cover back on, just want to make sure that it works. Alright, looks like it needs a charge. I'm going to plug it in. Computer is now charged up, but the trackpad is not working. This is a known issue. I'm just going to connect the mouse, USB mouse for now, until I can figure out what the problem is. Back in the Vantage app, it looks like the battery now passes the test. Some more metrics really quick. It has the full charge, it looks like. 100% capacity, so we're good there. Alright, let's figure out this trackpad issue. Based on my research, there's something wrong with this device. Synaptics pointing device. That driver version looks like it's too old. I'm going to link the Reddit file below. It's kind of hard to do it at the same time here. The closest file I see here is 19.5.19.87. I'm going to download this one. Hit yes, next, agree. Apparently I want to hit extract only, accept that default location, finish. I'm then going to open this file, sympd.inf. According to the guide, everywhere I see len 0099, I want to replace that with len 0093. So replace. Oh, looks like it's only in one place. Save the file, and let's continue. I'm going to right click on the driver. I'm going to uninstall the device. Let's remove the driver for the device. Once rebooted, the trackpad works, but the click to drag is not working, so something's still wrong with the driver. Now we want to go to PS2 compatible mouse, update driver, want to browse manually, use the second option here, pick a list, let's hit have this, use the same path, Hit OK. Driver's not signed. Let's see if it works. Okay, we might have to bypass this. Let's go to System Recovery, Advanced Startup, Restart Now. Okay, here we want to hit Troubleshoot. Okay, Advanced Options, Startup Settings. So let's hit number 7 and wait for it to restart. Follow the exact same steps from earlier, but now I want to hit Install, force it to go through. Let's reboot and see if everything looks good. And there we go, it's now fixed. As you can tell, when I click and drag, it's working properly. There's actually more steps to prevent Windows from updating itself and undoing all the changes you just made. Again, follow the Reddit guide for more details. This trackpad does feel nicer than the old one, so I do feel it was worth the upgrade and hassle. As shown in this video, I rate today's repair a 4 out of 5. Not so much the hardware, but all the software tinkering that had to be done to get the trackpad to work. At time of this video, the T14 Gen 6 is around $1,700, so I will keep using this laptop until it dies. If I helped you today, please like this video, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.